Hi there. Okay, so we've gone through the pet rules. Now what we're going to do is that was an addendum. That's what's the call. It's an addition to your tenancy agreement. So what you want to do is if you do end up getting a pet at any point, you want to make sure it's okay, get it in writing, and then what you're doing is protecting yourself, and then have a rental agreement put into place, or a pet agreement. So this agreement is attached to the rental agreement, dated on whatever the date the rental agreement is actually dated, between the landlord and the tenant of the rental premises. Whereas the tenant desires to keep X amount of pets, as described below, on the said premises, and the rental agreement specifically prohibits allowing pets on the premises, as the rental agreement is hereby amended to grant such permission to tenants. So it basically means you're not allowed to have pets unless the owner agrees that you can have pets. And it must follow the rules and regulations. It's pretty easy, actually. We're living together in a community, so we might as well know what rules there are. So deposit required. On signing the agreement, the tenant agrees to put the landlord pet deposit in the amount of, typically it's about $200, depending on the discretion of the owner. But $200, and then it will be a security for the faithful performance of the pet agreement, which does not exceed half a month's rent. So right now it's $200, but that may change. So pet rules. On signing the agreement, the tenant agrees to comply with the terms and conditions set out in the attached addendum, the pet rules, and which you have read and understood and have signed. So here's the pet details. So you need the pet name, what type of pet it is. We just want to know. I mean, it's just actually really important that we kind of know what animals are living there. The other owners want to know. Here's the second pet that you may have. And next what we have I accept financial responsibility for the entire amount of any damage or injuries of the persons of the properties that may occur of my pet because of my pet. I understand that the violations of any of the attached rules may be grounds for removal of my pet and or termination of my tenancy. This agreement is made in duplicate on whatever date it is. So you should be getting a copy of all of this and putting it into a file folder or an envelope and putting in a place you will remember, like with your taxes and so on and so forth. These are things that you keep. This is a memory. So let's set you up here to move on to other places and not only just be a tenant, but eventually be an owner who may actually one day have a property that you want to rent out to someone responsible like you. So thank you very much, and we'll talk to you in the next video.